The practice log in PolyNome contains all of the events that have been logged by PolyNome as you've played them. At the top of the practice log, you can see the filters. So currently we are viewing all presets, and you can tap on this to change what you're viewing. So you can view just daily log entries, or just the current preset, or just items in the current playlist, or presets with the same name as the current preset, which includes all versions in playlists. Or you can filter by tag and view only presets with certain tags assigned. Next, you have the date range. You can tap on this and choose the start date. You can use today and the -1 week to jump back, for example, a month. And you can set the end date by tapping on that. And then you have the BPM range, so you can choose the lowest BPM of events you want to see and the highest BPM of events you want to see. And then you can choose the duration of the events that you want to see. At the moment we have all durations, but if you tap where it says all durations, you can choose longer than a certain time or shorter than a certain time, or back to all durations. So if we just want to see events that are shorter than, say, 9 seconds, that might be where you've just hit play and then you've realized something wasn't as you wanted it to be, or it could be count-offs for gigs that you don't want to keep. You'll see in the statistics section at the bottom that we have 181 events for the current filters. Now if I go and change that event duration to be all durations, it now jumps up to 186 events. And this is for all presets within our date range. If you tap Show All in the top left of the filter section, that sets the date range and the BPM all to maximum values. So you can see I have 11,508 events in total. Tapping on the filter section will put your settings back to what they were. The statistics page at the bottom of the first page of the practice log gives you the number of practice events for your filters, the total time for the current tempo range, in this case 100 to 120 BPM, the most played tempo in that range, which in this case is 100 BPM, and the least played tempo in the range, which in this case is 105, but probably there are a lot of tempos that haven't been played at all. And then we can tap on practice log summary or detailed to view PDFs of those things. Now if you swipe left, you will see the total time by BPM. So this is how much time we've spent at each of these tempos. The tempos are grouped by 1 BPM, so you can see I've spent 6 minutes and 8 seconds working at 100 BPM, 3 seconds at 104 BPM, 12 seconds at 111 BPM. If you want to group by 5 BPM tempo or 10 BPM tempo, you can see how much time you spent in various tempo ranges. And we can also view all time, or by day, or 3 days, or week, or month. And you can use the arrows to navigate through those times. And you can order by tempo or total time played. Swipe left again, and you'll see the individual practice events that make up those statistics. And in here, you can delete practice events by swiping left, choosing to delete, or you can tap the edit button and delete everything in view. So in this case, deleting everything in view would delete 255 events, which are all presets between 1st of June 2016 and 30th of June 2016, and the BPM range 100 to 120 BPM for all durations. Now let's say we just wanted to get rid of every practice event that was less than 2 seconds. I would tap on the date range, and I would set the year a long way back, and I would set today's date as the final date, and the BPM range I would set from, say, 10 BPM to 800 BPM. Then I would tap on all durations, tap where it says all durations until we get shorter than 2 seconds. And this gives us 1,596 events. So if I wanted to delete all of those, all I would need to do is hit the edit button and choose delete everything in view. Now a quick note, if you're on version 2.2.6 or below, the daily log events will also show up in this view. So if you've kept any daily log notes, be careful about deleting everything in view because you'll delete those daily logs. Now those daily log notes are set at 100 BPM. So to avoid deleting those, you can tap on the BPM range and choose 10 BPM to 99 BPM and delete those, and then 101 BPM to 800 BPM and delete those events. So let me go ahead and delete everything in view. And now we've cleared those events. If we go back to the first page and I click show all, you'll see I now have 9,928 events. Another way you can clear items in the practice log is by assigning tags to items that you want to delete the events for. So in the presets menu, I might choose some of the presets I'm interested in. So let's say I don't want practice events for these items. Then I'll tap on Actions, Manage Tags, Add Edit Tags. And I've created a tag in here called Delete Log. You can create a new tag by tapping the plus icon in the top right and then choosing a name for your tag. I'm going to assign the delete log tag by tapping it, and then I'll hit done. So you'll see that now these 5 presets have the delete log tag assigned to them. If we now go back to the practice log, instead of choosing all presets, I can tap on that and choose filter by tag. And then in the top right, I can change the tag and choose the delete log tag. And at the moment it says I have no practice events for this tag, but we're viewing durations of less than 2 seconds. So let's choose all durations. You'll see I have 10 events for the current practice filters. If I tap on this, I can see those events. Now those are actually playlist items for which I've assigned the delete log tag. So I'm going to hit the edit button and delete everything in view. Okay, so now I've deleted practice log items for anything that has the delete log tag attached. So that's a quick overview of the practice log.